Dear students, last class I explained about the numerical integration, the working procedure and how to remember the formula. Today we are going to discuss about few problems on numerical integration. First problem is evaluate the integral 0 to 1, 1 by 1 plus x square dx dividing the interval 0, 1. Observe 0 is the lower limit and 1 is the upper limit into 6 intervals, 6 sub-intervals. So here the method is not mentioned, so you can apply any method, depends on the number of intervals. I will tell you that later. In this problem, first consider the given interval 0, 1, and he mentioned we need to divide this into 6 subintervals. So n is 6, he given directly, so no confusion. First we need to find out the step length. I told you the formula for step length. Step length formula is upper limit minus lower limit divided by the number of intervals. Here upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0, and the number of subinterval is 6. So if you apply that, step length you will get as 1 by 6. Now using this step length, we need to find the consecutive values of x. And using that values of x, using the function y is equal to, observe the integral. Within the integral we have a function of x as 1 by 1 plus x squared. So this is our function f of x. So he given y is equal to 1 plus x squared. Using this, we need to find out the values of y. So I will construct the table. First row is x and the second row is y. Y is equal to 1 by 1 plus x. Consider the given function. I told you already, x0 is always your lower limit. So here x0 is 0. So consider x0 as 0. Now x1 is nothing but, to find out x1 formula is x0 plus h. So x0 is 0, step length is 1 by 6, so x1 is 1 by 6. Now for x2 is x1 plus h. x1 is 1 by 6, step length is 1 by 6, so you will get here 2 by 6, so 2 by 6 is 1 by 3. Similarly, we need to find out x3, x4, x5 and x6. So for x3, x2 plus h, and this is x3 plus h, and similarly x5, x4 plus h. X is, I am going to stop here because x is 1, so that is my upper limit. So stop the values of x here. Now using these values of x in the function 1 by 1 plus x square, we need to find out the corresponding values of y. Observe here, when you replace x by 0, you will get y as 1, that is y naught. Similarly, replace x by x1, that is 1 by 1 divided by 6 here. You will get y1 as 0.9729 something. Similar to that, find out y2, y3, y4, y5 and y6. Now here, observe n is equal to 6 and I gave the condition. To apply 1/3 rule, n must be a multiple of 2. To apply 3/8 rule, n must be a multiple of 3. For Wedel's rule, n must be a multiple of 6. So this 6 is a multiple of 2, multiple of 3 and multiple of 6. So we can apply any method. For example, in this problem, I will explain all the three problems. First, consider Simpson's 1/3 rule. I told you in the last class, Simpson's 1/3 formula is y0 plus yn. Y0 is the initial value, yn is the final value. So observe here, y0 is the initial value, yn. Here the last value of y is y6, so I consider that here. Then 4 into odd suffixes y1, y3, y5, y7 like that. So in this problem, we have y1, this one, y3, so this value, and y5, so this value, plus 2 into even suffixes. So y2 and y4 means y2 and y4. So substitute the value here. You will get the value of a definite integral. Integral 0 to 1, 1 by 1 plus x squared dx as 0.7854. This is by using Simpson's 1/3 rule. Now we'll explain the same thing for 3/8 rule. Consider the formula 3h by 8, first value of y plus final value of y, plus 3 into the suffixes y1, y2, y4, y5 means observe the suffixes which are not multiple of 3 plus 2 into y3. So here you may ask why I am not considering y6 because this is a multiple of 3. The reason is in the formula we are not supposed to repeat any terms. We are not supposed to repeat any entries. So y6 already we consider here. So that's why we won't repeat that y6 again here. Now substitute all the values. By using 3/8 rule, I will get the answer 0.7853. Almost same. The fourth decimal, there is a difference between 0.0001. So there is no difference. Similar to that, Wedel's rule. Consider the formula of Wedel's rule. Here there is no confusion, there is no grouping of terms, just substitute the values, you will get the value of a definite integral. So this is the working procedure of a numerical integration. Here the method is not mentioned. We can consider any one method in the examination because n is equal to 6 is nothing but 6 is a multiple of 2, is a multiple of 3, is a multiple of 6. Means you can apply any one out of these three methods. But in the examination, they will mention any one particular method. Use that one particular method. I think it's clear. Now we'll go for one more example. Evaluate integral 2 to 8 1 divided by log x to the base 10 using 7 ordinates. So in the previous problem, we mentioned 6 subinterval. But here, we given in the form of 7 ordinates. So remember one thing, I told you already. When you have a n equal parts, you will get n plus 1 ordinates. For n equal parts, you will get n plus 1 ordinates. According to that, here we have a 7 ordinate means, what about n? N is equal to 6. First consider the given integral and given 7 ordinates, therefore n is 6. Now using this, find out the step length. To find out step length, upper limit that is 8 minus lower limit that is 2 divided by n. So you will get 6 by 6 that is 1. Now consider the relation between y and x. Y is equal to f of x. Here f of x is 1 divided by log x to the base 10. So we have a log x to the base 10. So in the calculator, use the button log. So when you have a log something to the base 10, use this. When we have a log x without any base, then in the calculator use ln. So now, similar to the previous problem, here also we need to construct the table. First x0 is your lower limit, x0 is 2. And then x1, this is x1. So x1 is x0 plus h, 2 plus 1, 3. So this is x2 and this is x3, x4, x5 and x6. Here also I am going to end with x6 because x6 is 8, that is my upper limit. For each values of x, find out the y value using log to the base 10. Use the option log in the calculator. Now substitute in the formula. Observe here there is a small difference between the values. It's okay, no problem, but all the answers are between 9.7, 9.7, 9.7. So when you are going to consider the formula, you have to be very careful. In any formula, observe here the terms are not repeated. Multiple of 2, but I am not repeating y6 here because already consider here. Y6 is a multiple of 3, but don't repeat here because we already consider that here. So this is your working procedure of numerical integration. So practice these two problems. In the next class, I will give few more problems for practice.